Now then, bet you're all thinking, what's he doing on at this time? Look at time, hang on. 25 to 11, and I'm still working. It's Tuesday, and it's 25 to 11 at night, and I told somebody that I'd be posting something today, and they says, oh, make sure you do, so I have done, as promised. Been a busy day, been a brilliant day, I must admit. Shaving cans and all that, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, what am I going to say to you now? Oh yeah, I've been decorating. So only chance we really get to decorate is obviously when there's nobody around. So that's what I've been doing now. I'm making myself a drink. Music's still bloody playing. Just heard that. Listen. Queen Victoria. It's a bit dark so you can't see me much. Anyway, Tiny Tears. We haven't got a child in, but whenever we have a child in care, that's on it. Must have just been in its CD player today. Because I haven't put that on because we haven't got a child in care. So I'm going to put my car in garage now. My amazing wife's upstairs. I'll put my car key. Oh, give me a second. I'm all upside down today, hang on. Let me see what time it's on. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Give me a minute, I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. Always freaks me out when somebody's whistling. Like an horror film, innit? Anyway, I'm going to put my car in garage. Tea's matching. I've still got to wash all brushes out and all that. So, here's yours truly. I finished work quite early actually today, but wanted to get on with painting. I know it's gone dark. That Brahms Lullabies that we were playing in chapel. My grandson is 9 now, Jake, and as he were born, my daughter used to work for us. I've only got one daughter, they call her Lauren. Just in case anybody said, I thought you got two. No, I ain't got two, I've got one daughter, our Lauren. You see, let me put that on, see if it makes it any brighter. That's better, isn't it? Not really. Hang on. That's better. Shout out. Turn that down so you can hear me. Oh, so our Lauren were working for us 9 years since just before our Jake were born. Around that time. And she went through to Chapels, and I hadn't said that we got a baby in care in a little crib. Something had happened and I didn't get a chance to, because we normally brief everybody when we've got children in care, because it is upsetting. And I walked into chapel and Brahms Lullabies were playing. I'll never forget it as long as I live, because I got a lump in my throat and I couldn't swallow it. And my daughter were stood just staring at this newborn baby, and don't forget she'd just had a baby herself within a few weeks, in a little crib. And I didn't quite see her crying, but I heard her sobbing, trying to control it. And me being me, Doc Martin, says, come on Lauren, it's not our place to grieve when we're looking after babies, love. And I says, we have to be there to support mum and dad and rest of family. And we can't go down if everybody else is stumbling. We have to be strong for people. And it's difficult and it's hard and it's something I've never got used to myself. But my daughter were in bits, genuinely. And I'm just gonna go and put big light on. We've got a big lighting garage. It's not actually a big lighting garage, it's garage lights, but I call it big lights. Anyway, she was sobbing and crying, my daughter. And I says, it's not our grief, Lauren. We have to support the family, the mum and dad. And I says, it's what we do as funeral directors, love. Bloody hell, that were bright, weren't it? Okay, I don't like it. And I put my arm round her, as dads do, for comfort. And she just stared at me and says, it's what you do, it's not what I'm doing, because I can't do this. This is your dream, this is your thing, but it'll never be mine, Dad. And I get that, I understand that 100%, because I didn't want my daughter to be forced into doing something that she didn't want to do. I mean, look, it's amazing. She's got a great company to take over, really. Most of the takers in Sheffield would give the right arm for a service and premises that we've got and do. But it's not, it weren't for my daughter, it's still in. And I get what she was saying. Whereas to me, it's a vocation. Really is. Lovely and neat, isn't it? How beautiful is this at night? It's just garage, I know, but it's still, I'm still in awe with it after 4 years has been here and having it built. I love walking past these beams, whatever they call them, RSJs, because I said to Scott Builder, I don't know if you can see there, British steel. I wanted every nut and every bolt, and every single nut and bolt in all this is all British steel. Amazing. I love that it's British steel. Anyway, what am I going to say to you? I want to say something. Anyway, my daughter didn't come into family business. And yeah, it's crap, because I'd have loved her to. I would have loved her to have followed on in my footsteps. But that's the trouble with funeral businesses and companies. A lot of the time they just hand it to the next generation, and then your first generation funeral director, they're passionate. They have this desire to do it. It's everything to them. It's hard to explain, but it's everything to them. Whereas your second generation, they do it. Sorry, I ain't turned light off. I'm going up front salon. Look here, look. Showing me sign on door. You might not see it very good now. Knock. Hard. A-R-D. Knock hard. I'll put that on. Can you guess? So, my brain's a little bit like one of them triangle things at school, what we used to hit light on it and it like bounces off into all directions. You know what I mean? That's how my mind works. Because I tell you something and then I go on to something else. Anyway, my daughter never joined family business, sad to say. So it's just me and Cheryl now. And our team, obviously. And it's all about the tea bag. God, I put so much milk in that. Put another tea bag in. Fuck expense, get another tea bag in. Don't worry, Dave Hemmingham will have these tomorrow. He saves all the old tea bags, Dave, and takes them downstairs. He has tea throughout the day in it with him, and then he takes them home and then he's tight, honestly. I swear to God, I've never known a man as tight. Honest to God. When we go to what used to be Motormania shop round corner, what does cars, forever buying WD-40, and they all say, is it for Hemmingham? Is it to get wallet out of his back pocket? They all know how tight he is. So, anyway, my daughter never came into family business, and she couldn't cope with looking after children. And I get that, I 100% get that, seriously. Because it's, looking at time, 11 minutes. Can't keep watching time. Anyway, there you go. So I finished work and then I came back. I had my tea and then I went and started to decorate chapel. Don't know if that's going to get me there now. Yeah. So I went and did chapel. Decorated that inside. Well, not decorated it, painted it. Carpet to put back down tomorrow, I think, if it's dry. It'll be back up and working. So we're running on 3 chapel arrests at the minute. We have 4. We've only got 3 at the minute. We're having that one done. And to say we've only been here 4 years, they've been painted 3 times. So, because you can't live off your laurels, can you? You've got to keep on top of things. And I don't have decorators in because half of them buy a pair of bib and braces from B&Q and call the same decorators. And they're not. Well, tomorrow in Sheffield apparently it's going to kick off. So there's one of them marches going on. I hope they don't break into bloody, what do you call it? If it's sausage rolls, then what do right nice sausage rolls? Forgot naming them. Greggs, Pinchot steak bakes. That scrawny little sod, what breaking into thing and Pinchot steak bakes. Looked like he could do with a steak baker to his son. He looked like a skeleton doing out on him. Little shorts on, no top. Yeah, I'm protesting. No, you're fucking not. You're a fucking lunatic. Doing what's that got to do with anything? Him breaking into a shop. It's an excuse. See, I've listened to that Brahms Lullabies in there today, or this evening, and it puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Because tomorrow we're doing a funeral for a gentleman who is 36 years old. And he's going to be buried tomorrow. And that puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? A kid at 36 years old. He's left some little children and a lovely partner. Lovely 2 brothers and sister. When I met them, they couldn't have been any nicer. And then you've got all these protesters going, smashing mosque windows and breaking shops up and tipping cars over at people's work for, saying, oh, we don't want asylum seekers here. Well, I don't want asylum. I don't want illegal asylum seekers. But you Muslims and people like that, most of them's been born here for generations. You know, it's just an excuse, this lot. It really is. And it really annoys me. And tomorrow when we make us way on this funeral, I shall be... Well, I just hope we don't run into any idiots tomorrow, because obviously they're kicking off in Sheffield, apparently. 36-year-old, it's no age, is it? And this lad is still in Northern General. He's going to be buried tomorrow, but he's still at Northern General. And we're going to take him in morning. Well, we're going to go in morning with ambulance, with his coffin, and then we're going to pick him up and take him to mosque, where they'll do the prayers and the washing and everything, and then they'll put him in coffin that we've got for him. And then we'll go back a bit later on, about 2 hours later, an hour and a half later. And then we're going to take him to Shire Green Cemetery. And they're Muslim, that family. And they couldn't have made me feel more welcome. They were absolutely amazing with me when I met them last week. We've got to get on with each other. I'm not saying illegal asylum seekers. We ain't got to get on with them. Even I won't get on with them. I'm not having it. But you Muslims and that, there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad Muslims. Let me tell you, there's good and bad Sikhs. I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses won't say that they've got any good and bad. They won't admit to know them lot. You're Catholic, so I'm a Catholic. But that don't mean that I supported IRA or are in IRA or I agree with what IRA did. No, I didn't. But because I'm a Catholic, don't tar me with the same brush. And I think we need to remember that with Muslims. Of course there's good and bad Muslims. Of course there's extremists. You're always going to get that. But for God's sake, we need to start getting on. Because what we're learning kids today, almost we're watching all these rioting, all these young kids at 9 and 10. What a world. What a world. And we're teaching them some right habits, aren't we? We're getting more like France, whereas if we don't agree with something, we just go out and blockade roads and all that and smash everything up. We're gentlemen English, we don't behave like this. You know, we're a little bit, we're cut above that. You know, that's not us, that's not how we do things. And Keir Starmer must realise that we're not happy about about asylum seekers. Illegal asylum seekers, may I add. There's proper asylum seekers, then what come in country legit with a passport and all that, and then you've got, you know, 82, 19, 20-year-olds in a bean can crossing channel with mobile phones taking selfies and all that. They're what you want out of country, because you don't know who's getting in. Rapists, murderers, oh, just coming in. But as soon as they've landed here, that's it. I think that, personally, we've all got to get on. We have, honestly. Because tomorrow that family would give anything to have that kid back. And his children, we've got to see them tomorrow. And they go to have the dad back. Why am I doing funeral? Because he's a Muslim. I know some funeral directors in Sheffield and around the country be saying, well, they do their own, don't they? What's he doing that for? Can see him looking at screen. Why is he doing it? Well, he's doing it because, I won't mention his name, but this gentleman who we're looking after wanted me. He chose me. And yeah, he's got his beliefs and everything, but he says, I want Mick Fogg. And his wife, his partner, says, well, if that's what you want, an old family's gone with his wishes. I mean, I just think it's lovely that, you know, they've like, not broke tradition, but they've given his wishes thought and says, yeah, that's what, if Mick's who he wanted, then Mick can look after him. Although I haven't really looked after him because we're just going to mosque for him tomorrow to hospital. God, I'm tired. I'm shattered now. I just thought I'd put something on. Well, I'm not even dressed in a whistle and flute now, am I? in Sheffield, I still look a tramp. I got my suit on earlier on when I was dodgering about art and community, but you don't wear a whistling flute when you're decorating, do you? No. Anyway, if any of you in Sheffield watching this and you're thinking of going on this protest tomorrow, just spare a thought for the family that we're looking after tomorrow. Because believe me, one day you'll be in that position. Seriously. That vermin, that scum that murdered them 3 little babbies wasn't Muslim. Was not Muslim. So don't bring Muslims into it, I think. And then you'll get Muslims bringing race card out, and I've seen something that Keir Starmer's gave them something like £26 million to protect mosques. Well, hang on a minute. Churches get burgled, so if you give it to one, you give it to everybody. So he should give it to synagogues, and he should give it to mosques, and he should give it to Church of England, and they should give it to Roman Catholic churches. They should all get it. Should all get it. That's what I think. That's what causes racism. Because you've got tossers like Keir Starmer doing things like that. That makes it racist, doesn't it? Because then even it gets my back up. Why 25 million to protect mosques? What's all that about? That don't make sense. I don't even know if it is 25 million. It might be 250 million for all I know. Because I've been working. I ain't got time to watch the news all the time. I get snippets. If he stopped the boat people coming into the country, there'd be none of this. That's how simple this is. There's a great guy called Jim Davidson, and I watched Jim quite a lot, and he's answered 1 or 2 comments, because he knew Freddie Starr, obviously, who I looked after. And I think your Jim Davidsons of this world are more in tune with normal people than your Keir Starmer, whose father was a tool maker. He only mentions that every time he talks. I mean, well, he were a tool maker because he made that tool, innit? Let's be right about it. Harold Wilson must be absolutely looking down saying, what the fuck is he? He's not Labour. Because that's not Labour. Do you know how to do this? How to sort them out? Next time local elections comes up, don't vote Labour. Vote somebody else. Get them out. Same with Central, we've got 4 years of this nutter now. But vote them out. But they won't, see, because in Sheffield, if you put a monkey in a suit and a red flag on it and said he's Labour, they'd vote him in. Because I've got mates what say, I vote Labour because my father voted Labour and my granddad voted Labour. And I think, what planet are you on? What planet are you on, you dipstick? I bet Cheryl's glad I ain't gone upstairs. Because we've got a flat above here. She'll be thinking, he's talking to somebody who'll have got a camera on, I bet. Thank God he's ranting at them and not me. Anyway, I better leave you all in peace, Anna, and put this on. I might put this on in 2 parts, so if it goes off, just watch the next one. That tea were bleeding disgusting, honestly. Like piss. So, anyway, it's been nice chatting to you all. So, my daughter didn't follow in family business because she can't look after children who had passed away. And if I never have to look after another child again, I'd be happy as undertaker in England. We could go for a contract for babies' funerals. And believe me, we are mortuary, we get it. But I won't want it. They earn money out of contracts, but I won't want it. There's no way if I never, ever, ever look after another child again, I'll be happiest undertaker in England. Mad, innit? The funeral director was going to look after them 3 little babbies what were murdered. I'd take my hat off to you. Because I've looked after children who's been murdered. And it stays with you. It stays with you forever. Dave Hemmingham, my mortuary manager, it caused him to have a nervous breakdown when we looked after 2 young lads whose mother murdered them.